Imagine standing at the edge of a powerful secret, one that nature quietly offers hidden in tiny packages no larger than your fingertip. Seeds, small, unassuming. But within them lies the strength of mountains, the power to reinforce your bones, recover your muscles, and outpace even a glass of milk. Good people of YouTube, welcome. Today we're unveiling three humble seeds, chia, pumpkin, and sesame, that stand tall as nutritional champions. They deliver what milk tries to offer, but with extra layers of minerals, healthy fats, and healing power. Let's journey together into how these seeds, beyond mere food, can become the foundation of stronger bodies and more vibrant lives. Imagine something so small that it could slip through your fingers, yet it carries the kind of strength your bones crave and your muscles need to thrive. That's what chia seeds are. They look like tiny dots of nothing, but inside, they're packed with nutrients that rival and even surpass what you might expect from something like milk. When people think of calcium, their minds often go straight to dairy, but here's what most of us never learned. Your body doesn't care whether the calcium comes from a glass of milk or a teaspoon of chia. What matters is how well that calcium is absorbed and used, and chia seeds offer it in a way that's bioavailable and supported by other critical minerals. Just 2 tablespoons give you nearly 180 milligrams of calcium, which is about 18% of what you need for the day, and that's before we even mention the other players in the mix. Alongside calcium, chia seeds carry boron, a trace mineral many people have never even heard of, yet it plays a silent but crucial role. Boron acts almost like a traffic controller in your body, helping calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus get to where they need to go, straight into your bones and joints. Without it, even high calcium intake can fall short. Chia seeds also deliver magnesium, which keeps muscles from cramping and allows bones to mineralize properly. They bring phosphorus, which works with calcium, to create the dense structure that supports your frame. And beyond that, they bring protein and omega-3 fatty acids, something milk doesn't provide in this way. Those omega-3 sep reduce inflammation, keeping joints supple and muscles able to recover faster, so your entire skeletal and muscular system functions more smoothly. Think of how easy it is to use them. Sprinkle them into a smoothie, add them to yogurt, or soak them overnight in water to make a gel. That gel is not just a trendy snack, it slows digestion, keeps blood sugar steady, and allows these minerals to be absorbed over time, which is ideal for bone health. It's like drip feeding your system with exactly what it needs. What's beautiful about chia is that it's plant-based, sustainable, and gentle on the stomach. If you're lactose intolerant, vegan, or simply looking to reduce dairy, this is your ally. These seeds show that strong bones and muscles aren't about one food group, they're about smart choices layered over time. When you add chia daily, you're not just eating, you're reinforcing your body's foundation, silently strengthening the very structure that carries you through life. When you hold a handful of pumpkin seeds, you're looking at one of nature's most concentrated packages of minerals for strength and resilience. They're small, but they carry something far bigger than their size: the building blocks that keep bones dense and muscles functional. The 3 minerals that stand out here are magnesium, zinc, and phosphorus, and each plays a very specific, irreplaceable role. Magnesium is like the quiet stabilizer in your system. Without it, calcium can't fully bind to bone, and muscles can't contract or relax properly. It's essential for over 300 reactions in the body, but when it comes to musculoskeletal health, it keeps bones firm and muscles responsive. Pumpkin seeds are one of the richest plant sources of magnesium, and just a small serving can bring you closer to meeting your daily needs. Zinc is the second big player, and it's often overlooked. Your bones are not static, they're constantly breaking down and rebuilding. Zinc is a critical cofactor for the enzymes that build new bone and repair muscle tissue. Low zinc means slower healing, weaker immunity, and compromised strength. Pumpkin seeds supply zinc in a plant-based, easily digestible form. Then there's phosphorus, which is like the scaffolding material. If calcium is the bricks, phosphorus is the mortar, binding it all together. It works hand in hand with calcium to create the rigid structure of bones, and also supports the energy production your muscles need to move. But pumpkin seeds do more than just provide minerals. They contain healthy fats and plant protein, both of which support joint lubrication and muscle recovery. They even carry antioxidants that reduce inflammation, which is key because chronic inflammation slowly erodes both bone and muscle strength. Another overlooked benefit is sleep support. Pumpkin seeds have tryptophan, an amino acid that helps produce serotonin and melatonin, which means better rest, and deep restorative sleep is when your body repairs muscle tissue and strengthens bone. The beauty of pumpkin seeds is in their simplicity. Eat them roasted as a snack, toss them into salads, or grind them into sauces. Just a handful a day can make a significant difference over time. They're portable, affordable, and versatile, making them one of the easiest ways to support long-term bone density and muscle performance. When you start incorporating pumpkin seeds consistently, you're quietly fueling your body with the raw materials it needs to stay strong, mobile, and ready for whatever life asks of you. If you've ever seen a sprinkle of sesame seeds on bread or a drizzle of tahini in a sauce, you might have dismissed them as just a garnish. But those tiny seeds are loaded with nutrients that can do incredible things for your bones and muscles. When people talk about calcium, they almost always think about milk or cheese, but sesame seeds quietly compete with dairy on that front. Just a small handful carries a significant dose of calcium, along with zinc, magnesium, and phosphorus, all minerals that your skeletal system relies on to stay strong. Calcium builds the dense structure of bone, zinc supports the constant renewal process, helping your body replace old bone tissue with new. Magnesium keeps that structure flexible and prevents brittle weakness. Together, they act like an internal construction team, working around the clock. What makes sesame seeds especially powerful is their form. Unlike supplements or fortified foods, these minerals are presented in a natural plant-based matrix. That means your body often absorbs them more gradually, keeping blood levels steady. Zinc in particular is vital for immune function and muscle repair, and without enough zinc, your body can't form the proteins that muscles depend on. That's where sesame steps in. Add to that their healthy fats, rich in lignans and antioxidants, and you get anti-inflammatory support that protects joints and tissues from wear and tear. These antioxidants act like shields, preventing oxidative stress, which can slowly erode bone and muscle over time. Sesame seeds are also highly versatile. You can blend them into tahini, sprinkle them over vegetables or stir-fries, or mix them into baked goods. Even a tablespoon a day can quietly contribute to your daily mineral needs. The benefit is not just in the numbers, it's in the consistency. When your body gets a steady flow of calcium, zinc, and magnesium in small daily doses, bones tend to stay denser, muscles recover faster, and joints remain more mobile. Another often overlooked advantage is hormone support. The lignans in sesame can help balance hormones, which indirectly influences bone health, especially in women approaching or going through menopause, a time when bone density can decline rapidly. By supporting both the mineral content and the hormonal environment, sesame seeds help create a stable foundation for musculoskeletal health. So the next time you see those tiny white or black seeds scattered over a dish, remember this: they are far more than decoration. They are one of nature's most efficient delivery systems for the very elements that keep you moving, lifting, and living with strength and stability. When most people hear omega-3 fatty acids, they think of fish or fish oil capsules. But some of the richest, most accessible sources of these fats are plant-based and as small as a grain of sand. Chia seeds, flax seeds, and hemp seeds are quietly carrying one of the body's most powerful allies, alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA. This form of omega-3 is not just about heart health, it's deeply tied to how your bones stay strong and how your muscles recover after stress. Inflammation is a silent thief in the body. Over time, it can erode bone tissue, slow down muscle repair, and create stiffness in joints. Omega-3 especially from these seeds, act like a calming force, reducing that low-level inflammation so your body can do what it was designed to do: build, repair, and strengthen. ALA from chia, flax, and hemp also supports the membranes of your cells, including those in your bones and muscles. Think of every bone cell as a little construction worker. If the walls around those workers are flexible and healthy, they can build more effectively. Omega-3 help create those healthy walls. They also improve blood flow, which means nutrients like calcium and magnesium can reach your skeletal system more efficiently. Better circulation means muscles get the oxygen and nutrients they need to recover after exercise or daily activity. One of the overlooked benefits of these seeds is how easy they are to use. Chia can go straight into water or smoothies and form a gel that slows digestion, keeping energy steady. Flax seeds can be ground and added to bread, oatmeal, or even soups. Hemp seeds can be sprinkled over salads or blended into sauces. Each one delivers ALA in a slightly different concentration, but together they create a steady source of anti-inflammatory, bone-protecting fats. And because they're plant-based, they're often easier to tolerate for people avoiding fish or animal products. The science on omega-3 and bone health is growing. Research has linked higher omega-3 intake to better bone density and lower risk of fractures in older adults. This is likely because these fats don't just reduce inflammation, they also influence the balance of bone-building cells versus bone-resorbing cells. More builders, fewer demolishers, that's exactly what you want over time. So, when you think about strong bones and faster muscle recovery, picture something as simple as a tablespoon of seeds. Quiet, unassuming, but powerful. Every sprinkle, every spoonful is another step towards stability, mobility, and strength that lasts. When people think of protein, they often picture meat, eggs, or maybe a protein shake, but some of the cleanest, most efficient sources of protein are actually found in seeds, and two of the best are hemp and pumpkin seeds. They might look small, but inside they carry the raw materials your muscles crave after exercise, stress, or even the normal wear and tear of daily life. Hemp seeds in particular are impressive because they contain all 9 essential amino acids, something very few plant foods can claim. That means they provide the complete building blocks your body can't make on its own. These amino acids are what repair the tiny micro-tears in muscle fibers after activity, helping those fibers grow back stronger and more resilient. Pumpkin seeds bring their own strengths to the table. They're loaded with protein too, but they also deliver minerals like magnesium and zinc, which enhance protein synthesis and muscle contraction. Without these minerals, your muscles can't fire properly, and your body struggles to convert protein into usable tissue. What's remarkable is that these seeds don't just offer protein, they bring a balance of healthy fats, antioxidants, and fiber, all of which reduce inflammation and speed recovery. That's why eating seeds is different from taking a supplement. It's a package deal. After exercise, your muscles are like a construction site. They're broken down, ready to be rebuilt. Protein is the bricks and steel, amino acids are the nails and connectors, and minerals like zinc and magnesium are the engineers directing the work. Hemp and pumpkin seeds deliver all of this in a handful. A couple of tablespoons in a smoothie, sprinkled over a salad, or even eaten raw as a snack, can give your body the tools it needs to recover and grow. These seeds are also easy to digest and absorb. Hemp's protein is highly bioavailable, which means your body can use it quickly, while pumpkin seeds provide a slower release that keeps muscles fueled throughout the day. This combination can support not just athletes, but anyone looking to maintain muscle mass with age. Muscle loss over time isn't inevitable if you give your body what it needs. That's the power of these seeds. They're simple, accessible, and incredibly effective. Each small serving helps ensure that your muscles repair properly, that your joints stay stable, and that your energy stays high for whatever challenges come next. When you look at these seeds, chia, pumpkin, sesame, hemp, it's easy to focus on one or two nutrients like calcium or protein, but what really sets them apart is the way they bring everything together in a complete functional package. Nature rarely gives us something so concentrated in such a small form. Minerals, healthy fats, fiber, antioxidants, and plant compounds, all sitting in one tiny seed. When you eat them, you're not just feeding your bones or your muscles, you're supporting your entire system. Think about it, bones are not isolated structures. They rely on muscles to move, joints to cushion, blood vessels to deliver nutrients, and hormones to regulate growth and repair. These seeds touch all those areas at once. Take fiber for example. It doesn't build bone, but it improves gut health, and a healthier gut absorbs more calcium, magnesium, and other bone-building minerals. Antioxidants are another piece of the puzzle. They fight the slow, constant damage caused by stress and aging, damage that can thin bones and weaken muscles over time. Healthy fats, especially omega-3Cs and other unsaturated fats, keep inflammation down and lubricate joints. And when inflammation is controlled, your body can focus on building and repairing instead of fighting fires. Minerals like zinc, phosphorus, and magnesium inside these seeds create the raw materials for bone density and muscle contraction. Combine that with plant-based proteins and amino acids, and you have a source of recovery and strength that is clean, balanced, and sustainable. Even hormones benefit because some of the compounds in seeds, like lignans in sesame, help with balance during life stages where bone density can drop, especially in women. What's beautiful is the versatility. You can toss these seeds into smoothies, sprinkle them on salads, bake them into breads, or simply snack on them by the handful. Each bite is like a nutrient delivery system, slowly reinforcing the structure that keeps you moving. The goal is consistency, not perfection. One spoonful won't change your life, but a daily habit can. Over weeks and months, the minerals deposit into bone, proteins rebuild muscle, and antioxidants keep tissues young and resilient. So, when you think of these seeds, don't think small. Think of them as compact, multi-nutrient powerhouses. They don't just compete with milk, they expand the conversation. They remind us that strength and mobility are built on layers of nutrition, and sometimes the most powerful tools for that job are the ones sitting quietly in a jar in your kitchen. Think about how tiny seeds, once regarded as simple pantry staples, can become quiet superheroes for your bones and muscles. Chia, pumpkin, sesame, a triad that delivers calcium, minerals, protein, healthy fats, and anti-inflammatory might. You don't get that from just a glass of milk. You get a seed-powered symphony. So pour a spoon of chia into breakfast, snack on pumpkin seeds, stir sesame into your meals. With each bite, you're investing in your foundation, reinforcing your strength, and honoring your body's timeless design. Thank you for exploring this journey with me. May these seeds give you power, resilience, and a lifetime of movement, and may your bones and muscles grow ever stronger, from the inside out.